Shaz, glad to see ya. That is a dragon. This is a little TY um dragon figurine that I got. I can't even remember when I got this and or how long I've had it. It's been dangling from my thing here, my microphone stand forever, along with this little Sims keychain that I think came from Etsy. But yeah, I got this ages ago, and he's just been chilling, you know, just dangling, chilling out, and all that stuff. I'm slowly getting rid of all my stuff because you might notice behind me is now completely bare, and there's no shelves behind me either. So like, hold on, there you go. There's there's absolutely no shelves or anything behind me because yeah, exactly, yeah, Shaz, we have been packing. Let me put my camera back down a little bit so that I don't look so short. I mean, I am short, but I don't need to look that short, right? Oh yeah, we got loads more packing to do. Like I said, I've got most of the stuff behind my desk done. Most of the fragile stuff has been packed away. A lot of the board games have been packed away as well. It's just like small little bits and bats, you know, stuff that's in drawers. All of the kitchen stuff still needs to be packed away. Paul's stuff, I'm managing to get him to pack away like 1 or 2 boxes per week. So I'm trying to get him to pack more, but to be honest, he doesn't have a lot of stuff, does Paul? He's pretty much happy with his Furbies and his iPad and a few other little things that he wants to keep. Couple, you know, his marble runs, of course, that he never plays with them. He's got like 2 cardboard boxes full of marble run bits. Actually, I think it's more than that now because he bought like 2 marble runs for his birthday. So he's probably got like 3 cardboard boxes full of marble run bits, and he never plays with any of it. He just has them because he still thinks that he's into marble runs, and he probably is still interested in marble runs, but he just doesn't, you know, doesn't do anything with it. So it's still funny though. And Rock and Smilebringer and Opting, hello, how are you all doing? And Chaz, you slept like a rock during the night. You ended up taking your extra sore pain meds and you didn't move for 7 hours. Wow. Those pain meds must be really good. They definitely must be really good. Rock, you came into the stream and all you can see is the top of my forehead. And Smilebringer, you thought I'd fallen down and become very short. I mean, I am very short, let's be honest. But no, I still have my chair. Um, I sitting in this chair, the only way that I can make myself look shorter while sitting in this chair is if I raise my camera up. Because this chair is as lowered as low as it can get without taking off the legs. And you know, you can't really take the legs off of these chairs because the leg and the support is all like the same bit. So yeah. I'm already short. It's fine. How you doing? How you doing, Smilebringer? Are you okay? And Rock, how are you? Opting, thank you for the reminder to launch Wisebot. I was running a bit late this evening getting the stream started because my latest YouTube video is not doing very well, and I think the thumbnail is to blame. So I changed the thumbnail and and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's why why I ran a little bit late tonight because I was fiddling around with thumbnails as you do sometimes, as you do. Let's see. Who are we doing? What are we doing? Who are we doing? What are we doing? I don't even know. It's fine. Rock. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the exact same thing that I told Paul 5 times in the last 2 days, Rock. I have no idea. I absolutely have no idea. Um, My housemate is still in contact with uh the surveyors and the estate agents and all of that wonderful thing. Conveyancer, that's it. The conveyancer and the estate agent, and we still need to get the survey done on the house that my housemate is very interested in, and we still have to get this house, the contracts written and all that. So yeah, as I've told Paul multiple times, I have no idea, because Paul is like, how many sleeps until we move? He's getting excited, and it's like, I don't know, Paul. And he's like, moving's delayed. No, it's not delayed, it's just I don't know. He's like, 1,000 sleeps. It's like, no, it's not going to be that long, Paul. 1,000,000 sleeps. It's like, no, Paul. He's a good lad. He really is. Smilewing, you're doing good. Busy with visitors from Scotland. Ooh, Scottish people. Sorry, I'm absolutely horrible at accents, and I do apologize. Um, if your Scottish visitors are listening, I am so sorry for the horrible Scottish accent. I should know better, but I don't, and I repeatedly don't know any better. Because I keep doing it. It's fine. Shaz, Paul is a good lad packing his stuff. Yeah, he does complain, but I'm like, Paul, the sooner we pack, and the sooner we get all ready, it means when it comes time to moving day, that means it'll be if everything's packed away, we'll move faster. And then if we move faster, you get your tunnel faster. And by the time I say tunnel, he's grabbed the boxes that I've handed him and he's run upstairs to pack. So there you go. Rock, I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Oh, wait, no, that's next year, isn't it? That is definitely next year. Rock, speaking of Wisebot and Sound Commands, you still haven't been able to set that up. Yeah, it's do you pay for the function? I think that Wisebot sound effects are um well, no, because if they were paid for, then they wouldn't work right now for me. And I mean, I can do that. There we go. You can do that and it works. And I have no idea. Oh, it's opt out. That's why I don't even know my own channel. There you go. Thanks, Optin. It's all good. It's all good. Smilebringer, I do hope you have fun with your Scottish visitors though. And what food are you making? We had a 3 cheese quesadilla tonight. They were really good, homemade. It was sweet corn with red onion and paprika and chilies, chili flakes, um, and 3 different types of cheeses. I had cheddar, feta, and cream cheese, and they were put on. The whole mixture was put on tortillas, and then folded over, and then weighed down with a bake on underneath a baking tray to kind of flatten them, and then stuck in the oven for about 20 minutes until it was all nice and golden brown, and the cheese was all melty. It was very tasty. I have to admit, it was very tasty. Opting, it could be 1,000 sleeps. I just need to take a lot of naps. I mean, which you do recommend, but 1,000 naps though, that's a lot. That's a lot of naps. Opting at Militech in Scotland, 2 groups that Muir can't help but pick a fight with. I mean, you're not wrong. I pick fights with everyone, and I'm playing with my dragon here. I can't help myself. At least I'm not playing with my ding dings, you know? Although, hold on. Hold on. Yep, I still have ding dings. Ding ding. There you go. I can't show them too much because I'm on YouTube. But ding ding. Smile bringer. Lol. Smile bringer, you're fixing chicken wings with barbecue sauce and pasta. Wait, barbecue sauce and potatoes. Okay. Chicken wings with barbecue sauce and potatoes and carrots baked in the oven. That sounds really good. That definitely sounds good. You know what would even sound even better is if it was chicken wings with chorizo and barbecue sauce. I just like chorizo, you know. It's if you have IBS, it's not good for you, but it's so tasty. I just chorizo is like one of my favorite sausages. Shaz, moving time. Yes, moving will take a lot of less time if everything's packed when the time comes. 100%. Yes. Rock, I believe so. Unless you have to pay for it to get them, and then once they're set up, then if you stop paying, it's free. I can I show you how to do them? Yeah, yeah, not a problem. But I honestly don't know if you'll be able to do it for an Xbox stream because I have well with Wisebot you have to have a um the notification thing open. So hold on. Let me show you real quick. So if I go here, then what I've got is I've got everything set up over on the Wisebot website. And then I've got this notification area open, and this is what plays all of the sounds from Wisebot. It's not a Meld Studio or OBS browser. Um, a browser scene thing. It is this. This is literally what is playing. But then again, I do have in Meld, I do have my browser set in the audio mixer. So I think you won't if you're streaming from your Xbox, you're not going to be able to use Wisebot to do it because you do need OBS or Meld or Streamlabs or something. Now, oh, I know that there are people who stream from their Xbox who have alerts. So I honestly don't know how they do it though. But leave it with me. I'll ask around because I do know people who stream from console. So I'll ask around and see if anyone can help. Shaz, you bought a ready-made roast chicken and crusty roll? Yes. Oh, crusty rolls. I love a good crusty roll. That sounds like so weird if you're hearing that off uh, out of context, but it's still so good. My grandma used to make really good crusty rolls. Oh, they were so good. We called them butt rolls because she would make the dough, the roll dough, um, and she would make two balls and stick them in one of the cake, the cupcake casing is the only thing I can think of it, the baking tray. She would stick two of them in one hole. Oh god, this sounds so wrong out of context. She would stick two of the dough balls in one hole, and then per hole in the baking tray, stick them in the oven, and then they would raise up, and you would get what a butt roll basically. I had weird names for things when I was a kid. But the neat thing about them is because they were two different balls, you could then take the roll and tear it apart into easily in half. I'm just gonna shut up and stop talking about it. I'm just 100% gonna stop talking about it. Yes. Shaz, chicken is your favorite source of protein. It is a good source of protein, is chicken. Definitely. And I'm drinking Pepsi. This is just plain old Pepsi Max in an old mount cider glass. Rock, stop before I make everyone hungry. No. No. Shaz, why a lot of Wisebot is free. There are quite a few things in Wisebot that is premium. But yeah, WiseBot itself is free. If it's just if you want to pay for the extra bells and whistles, you know, if you want the extra bells and whistles, rather, you have to pay for it. Rocky, your laptop with OBS can record just fine, but if you try to stream it, crashes after 3 seconds. Oof. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Thanks. Thanks, Rock. Shariah, a weird time to enter. Hi, Shariah. How are you doing? You all right? Glad to see you here. The first thing you hear is me saying rising balls. At least you didn't hear me say that my grandma used to take 2 balls and stick them in one hole. I'm just gonna stop, and I'm gonna tell you all what we're doing tonight. So thanks to Augie, we are once again back into The Sims 3. We're doing the Wishes challenge in The Sims 3, and basically what that is you take your sim you give them 1,000 simoleons on an empty lot, and the only thing you can do is things that work towards their wishes. So, for example, if your sim wishes to get a job, then you can instruct them to get a job. If your sim wishes to get married, then you can do your best to get them to get married to another sim. However, if your sim wishes for something like, I wish to be worth 5,000 simoleons, you cannot get married to get those simoleons. Okay? You can have them get a job, you can have them work or, forage and other things to get the money, but unless they specifically ask to get married, you get the idea, right? It's a pretty simple challenge, but it is a bit complicated because you literally cannot do anything unless your sim wishes it. And it is loads of fun. So let's go ahead and go into The Sims 3. Thank you, Rock. Thanks for the quote. How many of my quotes are ball related? Asking for a friend. Shariah, life has been absolutely crazy, and you're adding to that crazy in the future. That's the only way to live life, right? I'm sorry that your life's been crazy, though, but I do hope that the future brings a bunch of good craziness with it. Shasta Rock, a lot, yes. So how are the kids, Shariah? How are the kids and the... You have dogs, right? I'm not mistaking. I'm not getting you and Shaz confused. I know that Shaz has dogs, but I often think, okay, this person has dogs. Everyone has a dog. If person A has a dog, then all people have dogs. So if you don't have a dog, Shariah, I apologize, but I want to say the last time we talked, you said that you had a dog or a cat. I can't remember which. See, my brain is fluff. Oh my god, Shariah, you're doing working on getting a bachelor in social studies. Congratulations and good luck with it. I really, really hope it goes well for you. That is seriously awesome. That is seriously, seriously awesome. Okay, I do need to go through. Okay, I need to mute my headphones, or else you're just gonna hear The Sims 3 twice. So there we go. Shaz, in the famous words of Prince, let's go crazy. Let's get nuts. Shariah, you do have a dog. Oh my god, yes. Oh, you took in a rescue a few months ago. Aw. Okay. All right. Tell us about the rescue doggy, Shariah. What kind of dog is it? Is it cute? Is it cuddly? Is it a big dog? A tiny dog? She's a Finnish lapdog. Oh, those are so pretty. Those are like best dogs ever. Seriously. She's called Saga and is 18 kilos of pure fluff. Oh my gosh. I'm jealous. I am definitely low key jealous. We're gonna be getting a dog eventually, like probably sometime like next year, hopefully. We'll have to wait and see. It depends on how long it takes us to get the house fixed up. Okay. Shaz, cute bit. Have you ever seen a Finnish lapdog, Shaz? They are 100% adorable fluff balls. Okay, so I had forgotten that we had gotten our sim a really nice living room last time. I mean, look at this. She's got a sofa and a nice coffee table. We've got her moss on the coffee table. She's got a video game thing, a super nice TV, a nice chair there in the corner, and a record player. She's doing really well for herself. Shariah Saga is 6 years old and such a good girl. She never ever tries the fence, doesn't go near the gate when you leave it open. Aww. Very good dog. Shaz, you only ever been born bred dogs um, twice in your life because you wanted a dog that didn't shed, and you've wanted a King Charles Cavalier all your entire life, and all the rest have been rescues. Aww. My sister's dog was a King Charles Cavalier, and that dog, she thought that she was like the top dog of the world. You know, I mean, she looked and acted like she was snobby. It's like my sister got a second dog, a golden Labrador, who was absolutely stupid. But when my sister got this dog, her King Charles Cavalier would just watch the dog and its antics, watch it run around the house. And she'd be like, literally sticking her nose up, but just like, every time she looked at that golden Labrador, she'd just be. She was such a diva. She really was. Shazir Cavalier Loki is a troublemaker. Aw. Opting, we use our points to fund extraction teams who go in and rescue cats who are being held hostage by cartoon villains. At least that's what you think the org does. I'm sorry. What, Opting? Are you okay, Opting? I'm gonna change the station real quick. Let's change to let's do disco. I think that was on pop, so let's change it to disco. Opting cast protection. That's what they do, right? Yeah, that's totally what they do. Yes, Opting. That is 100% what Cats Protection UK does. They they are a bunch of different extraction teams who go in and rescue cats who are being held hostage by cartoon villains. Yes, 100%. I mean, I would support an organization that did that, wouldn't you? I don't believe that she has to throw away yet another dead plant because of these stupid zombies. So what we're doing today is we're going to help her, you know, work through her main lifetime wish to become the Emperor of Evil, otherwise known as the Godfather, you know. She also wants to do a few things. She wants to eat 3 magic jelly beans from her tree. She wants to befriend a vampire, and she wants to fully explore a tomb. She also wants to buy a wall-mounted speaker, but the 2 wishes that she has on the go right now aren't nearly as good as these others. So I'm gonna go ahead, have her eat a magic jelly bean, see what that does. The last one just made her glow, so we'll... Okay, Mersada, you don't need to cry because your plant has died. I'm sorry, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. She'll be fine. Right, I'm gonna have her tend her thing. Uh-oh. What happened? What just happened? She's exhausted. Was that from the... Was that from the jelly bean? Did that jelly bean, like, take away all of her energy? Okay, then I'm gonna have to have her go to sleep. The jelly bean just made her exhausted. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Shaz. Yes, they rescue them from villains. Bloody zombies, yes. And you think so? Yeah, I think that's what happened. The grocery store started selling firework bundles. Get more boom for your buck while you can. No, it's all right. She doesn't wish to buy fireworks, so therefore we cannot do it. She starts work in 1 day, 19 hours, so on Monday, so that's fine. Wait, what time does she go to work? 9 p.m. Okay. What does she want to do now? She wants to visit the neighborhood pool. We can do that. We can have her do that. So what I'll do is, once she's eaten the 3 magic jelly beans, then I'll have her go visit her neighborhood pool. And hopefully she'll be okay. Shaz, you can't get True Colors by Cyndi Lauper out of your head. You have no idea why. It's a good song, that's why. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show. Anyway. Am I helping? That used to be one of my favorite songs by her. Along with Girls Just Want to Have Fun. It is a good song, but you've no idea why it popped into your head. Who knows? Songs pop into my head all the time. So, you know. Right, let's see. What do we have here? Right, so we've got a tiny space rock. Let's analyze that. Silver. We could have her get the silver smelted, but I think I'll just have her hold on to it for now. I am going to get rid of that newspaper out of her inventory. She's got all of these fragments, and she can't do anything with them. But that's okay. She can't plant the seeds yet because her level isn't high enough yet either. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Shaz? What is The space rock looks to be octahedrite worth 45 simoleons. And we unlock the spacious curiosity achievement and earn a badge. Yay, badges. They do absolutely nothing, but yay, badges. Okay. I'm gonna have her eat another jelly bean. She's doing good for herself, you know. I think this will be the third jelly bean that she's eaten, because I remember her eating one jelly bean that made her glow. She's had one jelly bean that made her sleep. And that jelly bean... I have... Oh! Educated! Exploring the local halls of culture and learning may teach even the most studious individual a thing or two. Okay. Cool, so she's just become educated. For 3 hours. That was definitely a good jelly bean, yeah. Definitely. And now she's fixing something to eat, so that's good. Gosh darn it. Her wishes changed. She no longer wants to go to the swimming pool. She wants to ring Charlotte Dubois. So, what I can do is call Sim, chat, and let's see if we can ring Charlotte Dubois. Or if we have to do long distance. Charlotte Dubois, nope. Okay, let's try it again. Eat your sandwich. You fixed it, you eat it. Call Sim. Chat long distance. And let's see. Shaz, the poor gnome. Now he's just trying to make a snow angel with no snow. Yep. I just like to think that he's just exhausted, you know, and is sleeping out in the grass. Just lounging in the shade as you do, you know. Shaz that too. Sims 3 music is a serious bop. Okay, so Charlotte Dubois. There we go. She wants to chat with Charlotte, so we'll let her chat with Charlotte. Next, she needs to befriend a vampire, and she wants to fully explore a tomb. Now... she also needs to make homemade fluffles. Can we have her make homemade fluffles? Let's see. No, she cannot make homemade fluffles. Okay, it's fine. Go to Egypt to buy the recipe. Okay, so that's why we can't make fluffles. I know they're not called fluffles. I can't pronounce it, so I call them fluffles. It's like me was trying to say cinnamon, that word, cinnamon, the spice that I can't pronounce. Shaz, fluffles. Fluffles are so good, aren't they? I love them. Shaz, you finally went back to Sims 4 since before the update. Nothing was broken for you at all, but you update your mods often. I need to update my mods. I haven't updated them since the update, and I definitely need to. I just haven't been playing with them. Ooh, we've been invited to a party. Sure. I'll be there. We gotta do it because, you know, it's an opportunity, so. Opting, would I put cinnamon on my fluffles? I beat you to it. Shaz, however you spell it. Fluffles are spelled... Hold on. I got it right here. F-A-L-A-F-E-L. Fluffles. Is it falafel, as in fell awful, or is it fella full? Or falafel? I don't know. I just call them fluffles. Shaz, you were reading all about the horror stories about Sims 4 being broken and stuff, but you had no problem. A lot of the people that I know of who are having problems with are either people who have like thousands of custom content and mods and like barely update them, or people who tried doing what Little Simsy did and like turning off every single one of her packs and then very quickly turning all of them back on again, using that new the new feature. And you do that, and yeah, the game's gonna break. It was meant to like untick like maybe 2 or 3 of them at a time, not not every single one of them, and then reload every single one of them 2 seconds later, you know. Shaz, you have no idea. You have an Aussie accent, so you pronounce things differently. I have a Muir accent, so I pronounce things with Muirnese, a Muirnese accent. Shaz, all your packs are turned on, so you left it like that because you like it like that. Same, absolutely same. Shaz, good thing is you've almost finished the shell that you're working on right now. Ooh, nice. And Loki is barking in his sleep again. I think that is absolutely adorable that your dog barks in his sleep. Seriously, that's just way too cute. Okay, what does she want to do? She wants to attend a party. Yeah, that's fine because you're going to a party in like 2 hours, so you can 100% attend a party. If she wants to attend a party when she's been invited to a party, you know, I mean, easy wish granted, am I right? Definitely an easy wish granted. So I do kinda... She doesn't have a wish to make any more money, which is kind of a shame because I would love for her to go up here and like, you know, harvest from all of this stuff. And it's really, really difficult right now for me to not have her go around and do things. Wait, wake up! You got this party to attend. Oh my god. She's like, yeah, I'll go to your party. I'm just gonna go to bed 30 minutes before the party starts. Sims, man. You can't leave him unsupervised for 2 seconds. Shaz, do I remember Alchemy from Velvet's channel? Yes. Her birthday shell is due on the 23rd, you think? I really need to do more shell. When I move and I get, you know, my office all done up, I am planning on doing 1 shell challenge per month. Of other people's, you know. I might do my own, like, every once in a while. So, like, 1 month do a shell challenge by someone else, and then another month do my own shell challenge. But we'll have to wait and see. Shaz, you're in the middle of making her backyard into a birthday venue. The inside is done now. Oh, that is awesome. And where is my Sim? Hello? Hello? Sim? Where are you? No, really, where's my Sim? Oh, there she is. Okay, it's fine. No, really, where is she? Is she downstairs? Where is she? Where's my Sim? Okay, it's fine. I'll just have her... Is that a swimming pool out there? Let's just, like... Mastermind plot. I don't care. Is that a... I'm sorry, is that... Oh yeah, that is a swimming pool. There's a swimming pool. What do you mean no interactions available? I can't go to the swimming pool? Why not? There we go. Yeah, I knew it. I knew I could. There. I'll let her swim. Oh. She's reacting because two people are over here skinny dipping. That is so freaking hilarious.
Ooh, Narksy Booney.
Oh, she's skinny dipping too. I didn't tell her to skinny dip.
Yeah, woohoo, Sabivna.
It's fine. It's fine. She can skinny dip if she wants to. Shaji made a love heart-shaped swimming pool yesterday in Sims 4. Oh, nice. I always forget that we can make bespoke-shaped swimming pools. It's just so easy to just make a large square or rectangular shaped swimming pool. I just always forget. With the Riviera Retreat waterfall is, I love those. They're such a good addition to The Sims. Freaking love them. The first thing I did when we got the Riviera Retreat pack was I took the waterfalls, because you get two of them. There's a large one and a small one. And then you get rocks that match the two waterfalls. And I basically made a sheer cliff face using the rocks and the waterfalls. And I had waterfalls running down the sheer cliff face. It was really nice. It was just something I bodged together, but it was so pretty. Shaz, you got that pack just to make water features. Totally don't blame you. It's like, in the past, I had always wanted to make waterfall features like that, or like make like a sunken garden with water, with like water cascading down a wall full of ferns and plants. But of course, you couldn't do it. The only way that I was able to do it, or sort of do it, was was using the water fountain jets, and using move objects to raise them up and put them behind plants, and then have the water squirting out of them. And it was nice looking, but it wasn't a waterfall, you know? It definitely wasn't a waterfall. Shaz, you love that you can use waterfalls using other waterfalls and shrink the frame so it works on walls and stuff. Yes. There is also, in The Sims 4, in debug mode, there is a waterfall that is in debug. It's really hard to find, and to be honest, I have no idea where to find it, because it actually, in debug, the thumbnail looks blank. You can't see what it is. And when you place it in debug, place that debug item in build by mode, or in build mode, you can't see it. It's only when you go into live mode that you can see the waterfall. So yeah, it's really difficult to find, and it's even more difficult to place. But if you can find it, and figure out how to place it, then you can have your own waterfalls. And I can't remember what pack it is either. I want to say it's like it came with Sulani, maybe. But yeah, I want to say Sulani, because Sulani had waterfalls in it, I believe. But yeah, just go through any pack that has waterfalls out in the distance, in debug, or in the world, and look through the debug and see if you can find it. Like I said, it is a bit difficult though. Why am I flashing? Hold on. Nersada just skinny dipped. Okay, went swimming, skinny dipped. Okay. She's just skinny dipping. She wants to skinny dip. That she is just so excited about skinny dipping. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and send her home, because her hunger need's getting low. So is her bladder need. She's got work tomorrow. And yeah, in 24 hours. So yeah, she really needs to go home now and take care of her needs. She's had fun though. She has enjoyed herself skinny dipping in the swimming pool multiple times with multiple people. She's so naughty. She really is. Shaz, once you put the shell challenge build up in the gallery, you'll let me know. Aw, thank you. Woohoo! Jazz, you keep picking up your mug and expect to sip a cold mocha, but someone drank it on you. Could it was one of your dogs? I bet it was Loki. I'll bet it was Loki. Let's go to Indy.
Yahoo!
Bone Hilda!
Joe Wonk!
Rude.
Joe Wonk!
So rude. She gonna do it again? Okay. Wow. Exactly. Don't hurt the gnome. There's no interactions available. She doesn't want to be taught. I think she might be a bit. We'll have her go to bed. Bonehilda, go take a break. Go take a break. Stop abusing my gnome. Yeah. You go on into your little house there, Bonehilda. My goodness, rude. Rock, welcome back. So rude. Rock, you just have a follow-up doctor's appointment today for your anxiety meds. Ah, hope it goes well. Are you still taking them regularly, and are they helping? You're taking them every day. All that's good. Shaz, you went to go fill your prescription yesterday and they ran out, so you're flying solo for the next 2 weeks. Oh no, Shaz, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that that everything works out for you for the 2 weeks. Hopefully they can get some in before 2 weeks are up. Because I mean, this is the only meds that I'm on is my Testagel. But when I had my latest ear infection, I went all over the place to find. I can't even find them now. I went looked all over the place trying to find my eardrops. That I need, the Caniston drops for fungal infections, because those are the only thing that works for my ears when I get an ear infection. And I had to go to 4 different chemists in order to find them. And then that chemist at first refused to give me the drops because she's like, that's not what they're for. And I'm like, well, tell that to my GP, who was the one who prescribed them to me in the first place. I'm like, but I said, but it's so dip. And she's like, well, why don't you go to your GP and have them prescribe them for you again? And I'm like, because it can take me up to a month to get in to see my GP. It's like, and I do not want to be in absolute agony for a month while I try to get a prescription for these when I can just get them over the counter. So, yeah, it was so much fun. Rocky, you ran out of your meds for a few weeks like last month. I remember that. Yeah. Shaz, they have them now. They called you yesterday, but you spent all your money so you can't afford them for another 2 weeks. Ugh. But yeah, oh, really? They're right here. These things. I now have 2 of them because I ended up going to an online chemist to get these. But these are available. It's just Caniston solution or clotrimazole, and they're just drops. You know, they're literally like liquid or oil drops. Um, and they're literally the only thing that take care of my ear infections. Just like 4 or 5 days, using those drops twice a day for 4 or 5 days kicks the ear infection like nothing else does. So yeah, literally the only thing I can do. and they're like £7 each to buy over the counter, and it's like if I can get them over the counter and not have to go through the rigmarole to go to my GP, then I'm gonna get them over the counter. You know, Jazz sucks being poor. It totally does. I 100% understand. Jazz, it's a good idea going online. Yeah, yeah. Because online, at least, you know, they ask the questions, but as long as you say, "Yeah, I've had them before," then they're not as strict as in person pharmacies. You know, I do love online chemists. They're so much better. Music in this game. I used to have the entire Sims 3 music category. You know, like all of the songs from The Sims 3 that was on what's like on every single radio station here. I used to have it as an MP3 on a flash drive, and I used to what was a flash drive slash MP3 player, and I would just go around when I went out of the house just listening to Sims 3 music. It was seriously awesome. I am going to change the volume down to low because that is a bit loud. Oh, that's better. Shows you're on disability pension due to your sciatica and it barely covers your bills and rent and shopping. Yeah, I completely understand because Paul's on disability. And if we were survive you had to survive on just Paul's money alone, it would be so difficult. It really, really would. So, completely understand that. When Paul was little, um, little bit of a backstory here. When Paul was really little, like he's about 4, I want to say he was about 4 years old, something like that. Um, I had left his birth dad by that time, and it was just me and Paul. And because I hadn't gotten my citizenship yet for the UK, we were on Paul's. The only money that we were on was his child benefit, which was £20 a week. That was it. £20 a week for food, nappies, because he was still in diapers. But food, nappies, toiletries for 2 people. It's like, oh my gosh. Um, we did it though. We survived off of that for about 5 months. How we survived off of that for nearly 5 months, I have no idea. Looking back, but we managed it. We absolutely managed it. And then I found out through a friend that since I was getting child benefit, that I should be able to get his disability payments reinstated. Um, so because I was only on the £20 a week because the DLA back then said, well, um, because you can't get benefits in your own right, Paul can't get his disability, so we're taking it off of you. And I'm like, wait, what? But a friend of mine, after I had lived off of £20 a week for like 4 months, she's like, no, hold on. You're getting child benefits, so therefore, and Paul is a British citizen, so therefore, he should be entitled to his disability payments. Um, and she got me in contact with Citizens Advice, who helped me basically, they helped me fill out forms and talk to the disability DLA department on Paul's behalf, and got Paul's disability put back in action. So, which was really nice because that 4 months on £20 a week was really, really difficult. Um, I didn't eat. I ate back then. Paul had as much food as he wanted. You know, he was fine, but I ate maybe twice a week. And by eating, I mean like literally, I ate twice a week. I would get like the nacho kits. Um, the only way I could eat was like when Asda had those nacho kits that were literally like nacho chips and salsa in a kit, and when they dropped down to a pound, and I could get and then I managed to get like a little bit of cheese that was also on really low reduced cost. It was like 2 pounds for that. That was the only way I could eat each week was by getting those, because otherwise I wasn't eating.
Nashi, my lord.
Shaz, you want to grow veggies and fruit starting the spring so you have free food. Definitely a good way to do it. In fact, let me give you a few little tips here. My mom was very good with this. What she would do is she would take like onions. She would take the top of an onion. When she would cook, she would take a top of an onion off, and instead of cutting the top off very thinly, she would chop the onion about half an inch from the top, and then stick some toothpicks into that onion, and then put the onion so that the bottom of the onion was touching water, like a glass of water, and she would use the toothpicks to hold the onion up. And by doing that, the bottom of the onion would grow roots, and it would force the top of the onion to grow the onion greens, basically. And she would chop off the greens to add to her salads and to her meals. Um, and that's basically how she got free green onions, um, out of the tops of regular onions, which I thought was pretty cool. You know, she would do that to loads of different things as well. So she forced, like you said, Shaz, she forced an apricot seed to fruit. She got a pack of apricots, and one of them was moldy, and she actually looked up how to how to make an apricot seed grow. And I think she just took that moldy apricot and set it in a dish and let it, let the apricot go bad. Um, and then stuck it in the apricot in water, I think. Which basically forced it to grow. I can't remember how she did it because it was like 20 years ago that she did it. But she actually grew a small apricot tree by taking a moldy apricot and somehow forcing that seed to grow. My mom did all sorts of things like that. Shaz, you've got a good windowsill that you can make shoots on it. The sun shines through it. You'd make Spanish onion shoots. Oh, yeah. You can do it with wet paper towels, too. Yeah. You can basically do that with any fruit that has seeds. So blackberries, cherries, apricots, oranges, all of that wonderful stuff. Ah, someone's setting off fireworks. And she's off to work, speaking of. Rock, live AF. Um, the live AF thing, I'm not sure what the AF stands for, but it does not stand for that. It's a meld thing. They're doing a prize giveaway. So if I use that hashtag, then I'm entered into their giveaway, and they're giving away some really nice goodies like computer chairs and uh, new microphones and keyboards and all sorts of really nice things. So I'm kind of hoping You know, I'm kind of hoping that I win. They're going on for the rest, for like a month. I think it's like somewhere between 4 and 6 weeks, and they're giving away stuff every week. So I'm like, please, please let me win something. Shaz, you can't grow stuff. You have 2 black thumbs, but no harm in trying. Yeah, exactly. There's definitely no harm in trying. What happened? What'd she do? She just earned a promotion. Oh, good job, Mirsada. Supervillain, as well as a bonus of 4,600. Woohoo! Pure evil flows through your supervillainous dark veins. Innocents fear the very mention of your name, be it in made-for-TV horror movies or on the evening news. Nobody is closer to the leader than you, nor is anyone as powerful. 290 simoleons per hour, and we work from 9 to 2. Nice. Very nice. Misato was out on a job, and while she was getting out of the area, she managed to stash an extra trinket. Look for it in your family inventory. Okay, what did she get? So it's in the family inventory. Yeah, it's definitely not in her personal inventory. Let's go into buy mode real quick. And let's check the family inventory and see what we've got. We got a couple of things here. We've got the obelisk vine. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, we will definitely put that like right here. And then what is this? The Medusa victim. Oh, nice. Okay. Wow, that's worth 1,600 simoleons. I think I'll put it in here though. We'll go ahead and put it in our living room. Why not? Shaz, my sim 8 at work. Totally, yes. Rock, apparently it's only open to United States. What? No way! Open only to legal residents of the 50 United States. Well, forget that then. How dare they? That totally sucks. I agree, Shaz. That totally sucks. Only open to United States residents. Harumph. Harumph, I say. Harumph. Okay. Alright. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to go ahead, let her do what she wants. And then she still can't plant any of this. What we're gonna do is we're going to in about an hour, we're a little less than an hour, about 45 minutes I'd say, we're going to make a little garden for her, I think. So I want to, basically what I want to do is rearrange her kitchen a little bit so that she has enough room for a back door. Actually, I might be able to put a back door right here now that I'm looking at it. So we can give her a back door right here and then give her a little, fenced in situation. So like from here and then fence in maybe just this bit here, give her a little bit of a fenced in garden over here. And then we can put this over in the fenced in garden and just give her a nice little like romantic little garden, I think. That should be pretty cool. Is my game frozen? No. My game's frozen. No, 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 no. Okay, it's fine. Oh my gosh. That just scared the living daylights out of me, and I'm gonna save the game real quick. Shaz, with a fence, yes, a garden with a fence. A fenced-in situation, yes. Rock, just tell them I still live in Missouri. They'll totally believe you. Shaz, we all live in the United States of Paul Girl. 100%, yes, yes.
Oh.
I'll just give them your address. How's that, Rock? By the way, Rock, what's your address? Oh man, we gotta pay the bills. Ugh. I'm gonna have her take a shower. Actually, no, I can't have her take a shower. Sorry, her hygiene isn't low enough yet. But I will have her awaken Bonehilda. What else does she want to do? She wants to reach level 10 of the criminal career. We can 100% do that. We can definitely have her reach 10 of the criminal career. Rock, if you win whatever it is, you're taking it. Shaz, your address is the same name as the main river in the UK. What, denial? No, wait, that's Egypt. And everyone where you're at mispronounces it. What, the Thames? That's the river that most people think of when they think what river runs through the UK. Shaz, you've actually been to Denial. You mean the Nile. Shaz, yes, you live in Thames. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's not pronounced Thames. It's pronounced as though it was spelled Tims. Which, yeah, that does confuse a lot of people. But it's absolutely fine. Let's dance. It's almost Mersada's birthday. I can't throw her a party unless she wants to throw a party. We'll see. We'll see if she wishes to throw a birthday party. Shaz, on the other street where you live is called Danube. So you live on the corner of Thames and Danube. I mean, river streets. Whoever named the streets where you live, really liked rivers. Rock, have you ever been to that place? That one? The hold on. Whoops. No, stop it. No, stop it. Sorry, I'm arguing with my browser. Okay.
Clan Viapith Gwyngyth Gigerithwyn Drobythlyn Tisilio Gogogok.
There you go. There you go. Shaz, it used to be a primary school where you live about 30 years ago. Oh, cool. There's a because we're looking for or we've been looking for houses for a place to live, and there's this one house that I found that used to be a church, well out of my price range, but I loved the look of the house. It was so pretty, and it still had some of the original stained glass windows in it. And just so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. I like looking at houses outside of my price range because they're just so, a lot of them are just really weird and out there, you know, and outlandish, like former churches. Shaz, that one time AI Johnny Silverhand said it, and that, yes, sounded like when Johnny Silverhand said it, and it made him sound like some kind of demon from hell, which was hilarious. Songwriter. Gotta change it. Every time she comes home, I have to change the music. Not because that's not the wishes rule. That's just my rule. Slap. Thanks for the slap there, Rock. Shaz, you'd burn alive if you lived in the next church. Loki's nagging you to go outside, but it's not time yet. It's not daylight savings time where you're at, is it? Is it, Shaz? I have a friend who has a dog, and her dog every year gets so confused when the clocks change, either forward or backwards. The poor dog is just like, why no, why am I not being fed yet? It's hilarious. Rock, did I just call Shaz Augie? I don't know. Astana! Hello! How are you doing, Astana? Glad, as always, to see ya. Everything going okay?
Snorkel?
Rock, right after calling you Shaz. I don't think I called Shaz Augie. No. She said OMG.
Chulabaka? Nufta?
Are you mistaking me saying OMG for saying Augie? Rock, are ya? Are ya? Shaz, not until October. That's when daylight saving starts. Yeah. I wonder why why Loki wants to go outside early. Astana, you're tired. Maybe going to bed soon. You think you might eat ice cream. Every time is a good time to eat ice cream. It really is. I definitely recommend eating ice cream. But what kind of ice cream? That's the question. I had tonight, I had Angel Delight Ice Lolly, which is basically ice cream made from Angel Delight on a stick. And if you don't know what Angel Delight is like this instant mousse style, like pudding that you can get. And it comes in like chocolate, butterscotch, strawberry, just different flavors like that. And it's so good. Just, you know, like as the pudding, like mousse like dessert. But ice cream, the ice cream version is just so tasty. Absolutely delicious. Shaz, Loki's a pain in your arse. Rock, Augie, Loki is not. Oh, okay. So maybe I did. Astana, a 3-flavored mix: strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. Ooh, Neapolitan. Neapolitan is good. I definitely like the idea of Neapolitan. I am sorry, Bonehilda, do not lounge in my bed, because I'm going to bed myself. Well, Mersada is. I'm not yet. Silly Mersada. Or silly. Don't you dare, Bonehilda. Don't you freaking dare. Thank you. I could see her getting ready to sit on that bed. I could just see her getting ready to do it. Rude. So rude. Shaz, you were about to ask what Angel Delight was. Yeah, it's basically like a pudding mousse type. You know, like, you've heard of like Jell-O pudding, yeah. It's kind of like that, only a lot fluffier. So good. So good. Shaz, Bonehilda is a sassy little mix. She totally is. She 100% is. Rock, you got to go for your appointment. Good luck with the appointment, Rock. I hope it goes well for you. Let us know how it goes, please. Okay. So she's nearly starved to death. She has work in 5 hours, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and wake her up and have her get something to eat. Just so that she doesn't starve. I will have her make grilled cheese. Yeah, I know you're hungry. Stop complaining about being hungry and go eat. Sims. Thank you for the lurk rock. 831 recorded lurks on this channel. It's actually a little bit over that, but at one point, Stream Elements lost the count for lurks, so it's probably over 1,000 for real counts. But I had to start it over again because all of Stream Elements just for some reason it lost all of the individual counts that it was doing for me. I don't know why. It's just weird. It's, yeah. Technology never works the way you want it to, does it? But it's fine. Okay, you make your grilled cheese. And then we'll go to work. And then after she gets back from work, then I think what we'll do is we'll do her garden. She needs to work on her athletic skill in order to get a thing. Okay, that's fine. So what I'll do is I'll have her jog. We'll have her jog. Let's jog over here. We'll push her. We'll make her push herself for her for jogging. Oh, she needs to go to the toilet. Okay. Well, we'll have her jog there, and then we'll have her jog back to the toilet. We'll have her jog back home so that she can, go to the toilet before she goes to work. I didn't realize that she was nearly, desperate for the loo. Yes, you may, Mr. Paul. Yeah, you got your Furby singing again. What? What is your what's your diva sing? Yeah, what does she sing? You gonna sing? Huh? You're not gonna sing? Yes, Paul, I know. Chaz, you can't stand the nag and you're gonna go take Loki and go outside for a pee break. No worries. Asana, it's such cozy weather in The Sims. 100%, yes. It was actually raining today after classes, but you didn't have an umbrella. Oh no. If it's raining heavily, that's not good, but I honestly, if it's raining lightly, I don't mind being out in the rain. Especially during the summer. Yes, Paul. You divas like to dance. I know. Yep, you go and eat your ice cream, mate. Yep, I know. Yep. You like making your Valley Girl sing. Paul, by the way, Astana, and anyone else wondering what in the world I'm talking about, Paul has recently become obsessed with Furbies. You know, the toy Furbies? And he has bought 4 Furbies. Specifically, the 2012 model. The 2012 year, model of Furbies. And he is 100% obsessed with them. He plays with them from the time that he gets up in the morning to the time that he falls asleep at night. And each one of his Furbies is a different personality. So one is a diva, personality, one is a chatterbox personality. He's got one that is a silly personality, and one that is a princess cute personality. And he wants a fifth one so that he can have all 5 Furby personalities. But I've told him that he can't have a 5th Furby until after we move house. Nursada Kimball just took a spin in a car that had to be worth at least 40,000 simoleons. A ride this fancy is one to remember. I mean, she's coming up in the world. Her carpool is now a fancy car. I think we'll practice illicit activities while she's at work today. And then once she gets home, we will start on her garden. Alright, let's grovel to the leader for a little bit. Yeah, she definitely needs to up her athletic skill in order to do well, and her logic as well. So what do you all think? I was going to build her an outside garden, but now I'm thinking maybe an indoor gym is going to be the best thing to get for her to get that athletic skill up. So vote in the chat now. Should I do an indoor gym or an outdoor garden area? Opting an outside garden gym. If there's any outdoor athletic equipment, we could definitely do that. It has been suggested that acquiring the martial arts skill will significantly propel your career forward, as it has done so for many infamous criminals before you. This could be a great opportunity to spend some time in Shang Simla. Oh, we get to go to China! Training to become an accomplished martial artist while earning a raise. Nice! Get to level 5 in martial arts and return to work to earn a raise. Nice. Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna go to China so that she can learn martial arts. That's tomorrow. That is tomorrow. Astana and outside garden gym sounds cool. Yeah, totally does. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Okay, so I'm gonna let her go back inside. I'm gonna pause the game real quick. She earned 578 simoleons, not too shabby. And now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go into buy mode. I'm going to get a door. You know, so that she can get into her garden a little bit easier. And then we'll fence this area in and see what kind of outdoor exercise equipment we can get her. Astana, yeah. You've only played The Sims 4, so yeah. In The Sims 3, there's the World Adventures pack. And that basically allows you to visit France, China, and Egypt. Which is kind of cool. So let's see, what door do I want to put in this back? I think we'll just do... Armin's door? Yeah, we'll do that. This one. Armin's or Armin's door. Let's do... Yeah, we'll just do that swatch. There we go. And then we want fencing. Where's the fencing? There it is. Yeah, Sims 3, there's so much in the Sims 3 that they haven't put in the Sims 4 yet. And I'm really hoping that they add, like, adventures, you know? Like, I mean, I know that we've got the, in the Sims 4, we've got the Selva Dorada, you know, with the temples, but that's just one place. I would love more places that's like in The Sims 3 in The Sims 4. So, you know, a version of Egypt, a version of France, a version of China. That would all be just really, really cool, all with adventures alongside of it, you know, where you travel and you have your adventures, and yeah. It just would be so much fun. In my opinion, anyway. Shaz, the wind is cold outside, but not unbearable. Guess who's back? Back again. Shaz is back. Tell a friend. Yeah, because I really, really like... I'm enjoying these little adventures in The Sims 3, you know? They are definitely loads of fun. Right, so I'm thinking, because we've got that, and I'm kind of wanting to choose a fence. Yes, you can, Paul. I'm kind of wanting to choose a fence that is a little bit similar to this. Obviously, we're not gonna be able to get one that's exact, but I'm thinking maybe something like this one, yeah. This should be fine. So the estate fence. Why I've got it twice, I don't know. But it's fine. Actually, I've got it 4 times. Why? Wait, 5? 6? Why do I have the same fence like 7 times in this game? Who knows? Who knows? It's fine. Sims be a bit buggy. You know, it's okay. Shaz, can I tell that you were brought up in a musical family? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, so we'll go that way, and then I'm thinking that way. And then maybe do that. And then like so. And then we'll go back and get a gate. And we'll grab the estate gate. Which one? The minor estate gate. There we go. And we'll put that in just like that. And there we are. We have a nice little area here. And then what I'll do is I'll twirl this around. Put that over here in the corner. Hello, Paul. You okay? Yes, your Furby's a chatterbox. Yes, I know, mate. There we go. Yeah, you can... We've already talked about that today, mate. Yes, you want to say everyone hi? Want to say hi to everyone?
Hi. Hi.
Well, say, how is everyone?
Hi, everyone.
And now you're doing your Furby face. Okay. See, everyone's saying hi. Chaz, they are repetitive. In Sims 4, they ring out new kits that have stuff. Yeah, exactly. Paul Opting says that he's okay. He says he's well, thanks for asking. Now, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to say, I'm glad to hear that, Opting.
I agree.
I'm glad to hear that, Opting.
You're going here.
He's adorable, isn't he? Right, you go on upstairs and relax, or are you doing chores? Yeah, okay. Optin, you're in ads, unfortunately. He tried to say, I'm glad to hear that, Optin. You're out of ads. Yeah, he tried to say, I'm glad to hear that, Optin, but it came out as, gotta hear that, Optin. Paul does have a tendency to slur all of his words together. Definitely cute, though. Definitely cute. Okay, what else am I doing here? I have no idea because I have completely lost the plot. Exercise equipment. Yes, that's what I was looking for, is exercise stuff. So sort by function. Appliances, surfaces, comfort, decor, lighting. That's vehicles. I mean, I don't have a bicycle. So I can't buy her a bicycle. There's no bikes here. So let's see, what else do we have? Entertainment. Foosball. A vertical challenge rock wall, but that costs sim points, and I don't think I have enough sim points for that. So let's see what else we have here. Shaz, Paul is a sweetheart. Opting accurate. Yeah. Shaz, I had to hit vehicle and then there's a bicycle tab? Hold on. You're right. There is a bicycle tab. And she can afford a bicycle. The Confection Express 1500T. From Katy Perry's Sweet Treats. I think we should get it. Oh, wait. No, we have to get a bike rack first. Okay. So if I put that here. Alright, we can put that there, and then we can get her a bike. There we go. Shaz, OMG, yes. Opting. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. Yes, anyway. What else do we have here? A molecular arranger. Magical portals. Oh, so this is like, this is a llama. Like, kind of like a TARDIS. Take your llama to work, to the grocery store, even your best friend's house. You'll never be late when you're riding a llama. A Scootmobile, the Beast. Ooh. None of these are you know, fitness, but it's kind of neat to see what all they've got. All right, let's check everything else here. So we've got, now none of that's gonna work. That's pets. None of that's gonna work. Kids. I don't think any of this is gonna be appropriate for an adult. So probably not. Entertainment is probably going to be where we at. So we got sporting goods, hobbies and skills, parties, miscellaneous, outdoor stuff, slice of life, golf, driving range. That does bring up her athletic skill. Well then, okay. We can put a little driving range out in the back garden for her. Shaz, wait, what? Riding a llama? Yes. Shaz, putt. Yes. Little driving thing there, you know, driving range. Then we've got the Power Max, which is a chin-up bar. That brings up her athletic skill. We've got darts, a portable nub set, which is a group activity that's not fitness or athletic though. We've got all of the treadmills and stuff, which I don't really want to get treadmill because it's outside. I'm looking for specific outdoor stuff for her. the vertical challenge wall, but it doesn't say that brings up athletics. Augie! How you doing, Augie? Glad to see it. Shaz, can you tame a llama so it's rideable? It's not an actual llama. It's, hold on, let me go back to the vehicle. Here we are. Lightning Leap Atomic Molecular Arranger. Or llama for short. Lightning Leap Atomic Molecular Arranger. It's basically a phone booth. Which is hilarious. Shaz, lol, you know. The TARDIS. Yeah. I love it, though. It's just so cute. She could afford it, but at the same time, she doesn't wish for anything like that, so we're not going to get it for her. She wants to level up to level 10 in her career, and she needs athletic skill to do that. So that is literally the only reason why I'm buying stuff for her. Foosball, shuffleboard. Oh, I love shuffleboard. I haven't played shuffleboard in ages. A trampoline, but I don't. It just says it's a group activity, and it doesn't say anything about raising athletic skill. So the speedy pole is if she had a 2-story house, I would so put the speedy pole in. There is the vertical challenge rock wall, but again, it's just fun. It doesn't say athletics. That doesn't say athletics either. That is massive. Oh my gosh. Oh, you have to put that on a pool. Okay. That's really it. I mean, we've got treadmills. And we've got the exercise equipment, like, here. But I think what I'll do is get the Power Max 50 times 120, which says athletic skill. So I'll get that, and I'll put that there. So now she has 3 things that will bring up her athletic skill. We've got the chin-up bar, we've got a bicycle, and we've got golf. So there we go. I think that is enough for her. She also needs logic, though. So let's see if we can find something that brings up her logic skill. I can give her a hopscotch thing. We need logic. Let's see. Shaz, I called you Augie. I did. And Augie, you're doing good. You're just waiting to go home. I'm doing all right. Shaz, yeah, she'll get fit doing her, riding on her bike as well, yeah. Augie, how rude. You hope that I got slapped. Well, harumph. I did, actually. Rock slapped me twice, because I called him Shaz, and I called Shaz Augie once. You know, as you do. Okay, so we do have the King Domino table. That is logic. And I think I will get her that. So if I put that here, and then we get a chair. And we want to get her a nice outdoor chair. Let's get the rock chair. We'll get 2 of those. There we go. So now she's got a bicycle, a chin-up bar, a little golfing area, and dominoes. So that should do her. As far as her logic and her fitness skills. You know what? I can't leave this back garden here looking so drab. So let's go ahead. Let's do a little bit of landscaping while we're at it. I literally, I just can't. I can't leave it looking this boring. Opting Muir. I only confuse Optin and Augie because they both start with O. Also Muir, Shaz is like Augie. They both have diamonds in front of their names. Upton and Safars, you both have names. Augie, you fear for Shaz's sanity if she's like you. Oh dear. Oh dear. I do, yes. I always get Optin and Augie mixed up. Especially if they've chatted like one right after the other. That's usually when I get people's names mixed up. Shaz, you still have some sanity. Yes, you do. Didn't you know it? Okay, so what even am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. It's perfectly fine. Okay. So, that is a giant tree, and I don't like it. What's this one? An oak moss tree. Oh my god, that is way too big. That is a creepy tree. I don't want that. A circular tree? Nah, I don't like it. No, I don't want a palm tree. A eucalyptus? Ooh. Ooh. Dang it, I'm still trying to use Sims 4 controls. I like the... Nah, that's a bit too big, though. I like the eucalyptus, but it's too big. How about I like the willow tree, but again, it's like, I like all of these trees. Why the heck are they so freaking huge? Ooh, this one's nice. A little maple tree. Yes. Yes, I 100% like that. That is really cute. Okay, we'll go with that. Nope, that's still too big. An ornamental tree. Ooh. Ooh, I like that one. Let's put this one right here. There we go. Alt place it just a bit. There we are. Just a couple of trees. I'm not gonna go overboard. Shaz, you love what same. I absolutely love willow trees. Japanese maples, yes. It's really cool if you can get yourself some regular maple trees and mix a couple of Japanese maple trees in there. Really pretty, because when your regular maple trees are have green leaves, the Japanese maple trees have red leaves. And they just and then when the Japanese maple tree goes green, then by that time the regular maple trees are going red, and it's just really nice juxtaposition. So nice. Okay, anyway, shrubs. Shrubbery. Do we want a topiary? No, I do. We definitely. How about a hedge? Yes, 100%. We want a hedge. Definitely want a hedge. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this hedge all the way around the fence. It's gonna cost us an absolute bomb, but it's okay. Whoops. Where's the hedge again? No, that's a huckleberry bush. That's the hedge. Okay. Let's go around this way. I'll fix that in a second. Hold on. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Just go all the way down. And around here. I'll fix that in a second. Hold on. There we go. And then around here. There we are. a nice... Oops. I need one there. Okay. There we go. We got a nice bush situation going here. I'm not gonna put a bush here in the front because there's just too much going on here. But you know, the nice hedges here is really nice. Shariah, welcome back. You're getting ready for bed. You spent all evening at meetings. Oh, I am so sorry to hear that, Shariah. Too many I can handle one, maybe two meetings, but all evening is just ugh. Shariah, you finished mini ice creams. Yay! All the ice creams. Everyone, right now, if you have an ice cream, go and get an ice cream. If you don't have ice cream, close your eyes and pretend that you have ice cream. And then the next time that you are able to get yourself ice cream, get yourself an ice cream. Shaz, you get confused too often. It's okay. Same with me. It's just, you know. Alright, we got a banana leaf. Nah, I think it's a bit too big. What's the box? The boxwood looks really, really nice. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the boxwood right there. Just in the corner. I don't want to put too much stuff. We've got a yucca. And we've got a yucca plant with blossoms. There's a huckleberry bush, but I don't want a huckleberry bush. A buckthorn. I love buckthorns, but we're not gonna get anything else. Any other shrubs. I just can't help myself. You know, I mean, all of these different cattails and desert debris. It's brambles. Oh, so good. Anyway, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Give me the opportunity and, like, unlimited money in The Sims, and I will go completely mad on landscaping. Shariah, the first meeting was at daycare, then straight onto a board meeting at the Scouts. Your chair surrounding the meeting and doing the agenda ahead of it. Oh. So they weren't, like, online meetings. They were, you had to be in one place and then travel to another place. Oof. Ooh, excuse me. Very, very busy sounding, yes. Augie, home time. Yay! Have a safe trip, Augie. Okay, so what am I doing here? Flowers. What do we have? We've got pink hydrangeas, which it's a bit big, the hydrangeas, but I am tempted, because I don't really want to do anything over here. So I am tempted to put the pink hydrangeas there underneath the tree here, which I have done and am doing. Then we've got a yellow lilac. Does anyone else love lilacs? I think lilacs are like the best flowers ever. And I would love to be able to put that in there, but unfortunately the game is like, yeah, no, Muir. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to... I really want to give her a lilac. So I'm going to give her a lilac. I'm just going to put a lilac bush right there because I want her to have a lilac. No other reason. I just want her to have a lilac. And she's got, we've got all this lavender. Can I put this over here? Wait. Is it going to let me? It was letting me a second ago. Come on, let me put it down. Let me put it down. Ooh, wait, right there. Aha. Yes. Yeah. I got the game to do what I wanted it to do. Ha 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 ha. Sorry. I just get so excited sometimes. Try your scout leader now too, and having your first scout meeting on Sunday, so you gotta be ready for that. You got badges to sew onto your uniform. Oh, nice. Super congrats on being scout leader. That is awesome. Shaz, you love roses. Not the smell, but the look of them. I like wild roses. I have to admit, I'm not a huge, like, cultivated rose fan, but wild roses, I absolutely love wild roses. So, like, these wild rosy roses, I'm probably going to put here. We're just gonna go ahead and I'll put a couple of them here next to the lilac bush, because wild roses are my thing. If you've never seen a wild rose bush, the flowers are a lot smaller than your cultivated roses that you get from the florist. And they smell, in my opinion, they smell so much better than cultivated roses. They're just so, so nice. Shariah, you just love flowers in general. Same. You're putting a lot in your garden at the moment. When we move, I've got plans for our garden when we move. So I'm a huge fan of rewilding. I don't like mowing grass. I hate a cultivated yard. That's like grass that's like a quarter of an inch long with no weeds and perfectly even. I can't handle. I don't like that. It's so stupid. It's so much better for the environment if you get native plants and plant like a load of native flowers, bushes, lawn, ground covers, and all of that. The local wildlife will love you for it, and it looks so much better, and it's very low maintenance. So that's what I'm planning to do when we move, is get a bunch of local plants and ground covers and just cover the garden in ground covers and native plants and everything. Absolutely can't wait for it. Shaz, you can use move objects in The Sims 3, but you're not. I think you can, yeah. But can I be asked to do it? No. I just cannot be asked to do it, to be honest. Dry ranch weeds. No, I don't want that. So yeah, it's testing cheats enabled true, then move objects on, and so it's the same cheat code as in The Sims 4. That's pretty cool. Shreya, you've got a robot for your lawn. Nice. We've got... Oh, I'm so sorry. Ugh. We've got a Roomba that hoovers and mops the floors inside the house. Absolutely love it. Shaz, your gardener's coming today, and oh, you already paid him this week. Oh, that's good. Did I kind of remind you there a bit, Shaz? Optine, did you ever share the Kill Your Lawn video that you edited from Mexi? I'm not 100% certain. It sounds familiar, but I honestly can't remember, Optine. Shariah, you still have a bit of a hedge to keep and your greenhouse as well. You're harvesting so many tomatoes and your bell peppers are... Ooh, nice. I tried with tomatoes because I love cherry tomatoes. For me, they bring back a lot of nostalgia because when I was a kid, my mom grew cherry tomatoes. We had like 6 cherry tomato plants. She planted them out, and every day I would come home from school, during their growing season. I would come home from school, or at the end of the day after I'd been to the park all day, I would come home and the first thing I would do, I'd go inside, I would grab a cereal bowl, and I would go outside to these cherry tomato plants, and I would just pick cherry tomatoes until the cereal bowl was completely full of cherry tomatoes. Then I would grab the salt cellar, sit down in front of the TV and watch TV and do my homework, and just eat these cherry tomatoes with salt. And until the entire bowl was gone. And I would do that every single day. Instead of like wanting chocolate or crisps or, junk food, I would just happily munch on cherry tomatoes. I was a weird kid, okay? I was definitely a weird kid, but it's fine. But yeah, she planted about 6 of them one year, and that was it. They lasted. They reseeded themselves for like 3 years after that. It was mad. Shaz, oh yeah, Sims 4 is bb.moveObjects, and Sims 3 does not have the bb dot bit, right. Shariah, you got lilac I'm sorry, lilac peppers? Are those like bell peppers that are purple? I've never heard of lilac peppers. That just sounds so cool. Shreya, your cherry tomatoes are super sweet. Your teenager eats them as candy. That's basically what I did, yeah. That is basically what I did. But I tried when we first moved into this house. I tried growing tomatoes, and they grew. The plants grew really well. But the tomatoes, they started off nice and green, and then they started to change color as they're supposed to. But instead of turning red, they turned brown and went rock hard. And they just did not grow after that. They did not grow well at all, which is a right shame, you know. It's an absolute shame that that happened. So I'm just going to put some heather here in the front. And then I'm going to take some regular heather and put that right there. And then there's this perennial heather that I'm going to put over here on... Shush. Over on this side. And then what I want to do is get another low-lying flower and put it along this edge here. But I'm not sure... Ah, no, that's way too small. That should probably go, like, in the front here and there. So if I put them like that, that works. And then maybe some there. Thank you for doing the kitchen tops, Mr. Paul. I appreciate ya. We got phlox. Yes, you did, mate. We'll just do that. I'm gonna spend all of her money on flowers. Yes, she did, mate. And you know what? I don't see a problem here. Ooh, a heather shrub. That's what I'm gonna put here. You tired? I'm sorry, mate. You go to bed then. Actually, okay, it's not gonna let me put the heather shrub in. Gosh darn it. What else can I'm just gonna have to put some more regular heather here. It's fine. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. There we go. And then more of these. So let me just grab that. And like I said, I'm just gonna spend all of this Sims money on flowers. Sorry, not sorry. Not sorry at all. I'm sure she'll forgive me. Maybe. You never know. You never know with Sims. Shaz, you love cherry tomatoes. You wonder what sunlight is better to grow fruit and vegetable, morning or afternoon? When my mom grew the cherry tomatoes, she just put it like right next... We lived in a trailer, in an American trailer park. And she just put them right out in full sunlight. So, and it got sun... That flower bed got sunlight probably, I'd say, all throughout the day. So... And Shreya, they are purple bell peppers. That just sounds awesome. I want to try them. Yeah, same as Shaz. I have never tried purple bellflowers or even heard of them. So that definitely sounds really cool. There we go. I'm just dotting some of these flowers around. I don't want to put too many in, but I think that's good enough for now. Like I said, I don't want to go too... Oh, daffodils. Sorry. I don't want to go too nuts. You're right, I'm like, I don't want to go too nuts. Ooh, daffodils. No more plants. She only has 2,000 simoleons left, so we'll leave it there. We will leave it there. I told ya, I could just, like, spend a million simoleons on plants and flowers on a Sims lot, if you give me the chance. Opting, did they start to brown from the end first? The cherry tomatoes that I tried to grow, from the end where they were connected to the plant, yes. I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, I think so. Shreya, you'll take pictures tomorrow? Oh, please do. I would love to see that. Shaz, you've got a lot of lavender. I love lavender. Lavender is one of my favorite shrubs. It just smells so nice. And if you plant the lavender underneath your window, and you have your window open in the summer, you can just smell the lavender come through your window. It's so nice. Oh, I love it. Shaz, Auntie Fleur is very proud of Paul helping out. He is a very good lad. He is. He helps out a lot around the house. He does his chores, he does the dishes, he does the countertops, in the kitchen. He does the laundry every day. He tidies, well, he's supposed to tidy his room every, once a week. But I often have to remind him to do that. I often have to remind him to do the dishes, not do the dishes, to tidy his room, because he often forgets. He does not like tidying his room. It's because he has to put everything away. And he's playing with everything, don't you know? So cute. Shariah, do we have any new Paul stories? Ooh, Shariah. I think you missed Paul's birthday. So Paul's birthday was on the 13th of August. And to celebrate, you did, yeah. To celebrate, I took Paul to a shopping center that had like loads of different stores and let him buy whatever he wanted. I gave him a limit, you know, £100, and let him buy whatever he wanted. And the thing that he decided that he wanted to buy, we started off at a toy store. He bought himself a marble run at the toy store, because of course he did, it's Paul. And then we went to a store called HomeSense. It's HomeSense and TK Maxx combined. And he bought himself a Light Bright at TK Maxx. A Light Bright, of all things. Shaz, yeah, you've heard this one, yeah. But yeah, he bought himself a Light Bright. And he's super into Indian stuff, so we were going through HomeSense, and he's like, "This is Indian! This is Indian! Muir, this blanket is Indian!" And I'm like, "Yes, Paul, do you want to buy it?" And he'd be like, when we get new house, after move." If he would have bought everything that he wanted to that was Indian from that store, then it would have been like, he would have spent easily like £500. Because there was a little footstool that he really liked that was about £40. Then there was this gorgeous piece of balsam wood art that was in a frame, and it was just layered balsam wood in a mandala pattern that was about £200, and Paul stood there and just stared at it for a good 3 or 4 minutes. He's just like, "Wow, Indian art." And I'm like, "Yeah, Paul, do you want to buy it?" I'm like, "You'll have to put money towards it, but you can spend the rest of your £100, and then you'll have to put like £130 to it, and you can buy it." And he's like, "Indian art." I'm like, "Yeah, you can have it for your room when we move, and for your new room," because he wants to do his room up in Indian stuff. And he's just like, "After move." So he didn't buy any of the Indian stuff because he wants to wait until after we move. And I'm like, but he did end up spending like all but £10 of his £100 on stuff that he wanted. He was a really good lad. You know, he bought loads of stuff. It took him forever to spend the entire amount, because I'm like, he'd see something and he'd look at it, and I'd like, "Do you want to buy it? Do you want it, Paul? As part of, you know, to go out of your 100 pounds. No. He just doesn't like spending money, even when it's not his money. I had to keep reminding him, it's not your money, Paul. Remember, I'm paying for this. In order to get him to buy things. It was so cute. Jazz mandalas. Yeah, Paul loves anything that is Indian or even looks Indian. He loves. Opting, did he go back in time to the 80s before buying the light bright? Augie, welcome home. Chaz, not a box, just CO post office. Augie, did you know Paul likes Furbies? Yes, did you all know that Paul likes Furbies? Paul is obsessed with Furbies right now. It's hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. He has... Shall I tell you all how many Flurbies? How many Furbies Paul has? Shaz, you can't stop laughing. It's a complete shocker. Yes, Shariah, he is an absolute sweetheart. He really is. Shaz, question? Yes. Does Paul like to color? Yes. One of the things that he bought from HomeSense as his part of his birthday money is he bought himself a canvas that was pre-printed canvas that with a pre-printed with a picture of a mandala. Yeah, of course. And he bought himself 2 sets of sparkly glitter markers. One in bright basic colors and the other one in pastels. Because of course. So he bought 2, he bought that and he's colored in the artwork himself. And when we move, he says that he wants to put it up on his wall. So I'll if he hasn't packed it, I will try to get it to find it in his room because he likes squirreling that stuff away, and I'll see if he's got it out, and see if he'll let me show it to you all on stream tomorrow. Opting, if I set up a way for Shaz to send stuff, you'll also be sending me stuff. I have been warned. I could set up a... There is a thing called Throne that basically allows people to send content creators presents without disclosing the content creator's address. So I could use that, but I'm not sure if it actually lets you choose what to send me or if I have to put like a wish list up on the list. But I will see if there's something else that's similar to that lets you choose what to send me. If that makes sense. So I will look into it. Shariah, at least it's not Labubu's. Oh my god. Yes. Paul has not gotten into Labubu's, thankfully. Or Lafufus, which are your fake Labubus. Shaz, you want to send him a mandala color-in book? Aw. He nearly got a mandala color-in book, but he opted for the canvas instead. Shaz, you used to spend hours coloring in with your kids when they were young. You spent a lot of money on good quality pencils and stuff. Yeah. Augie, you sure there are sites you can make a wish list to share? Yep. Shaz, you're gonna Google to see if you can find a way to send stuff to someone without showing their address. Oh yeah, please. If you figure out anything that's available in the UK, please let me know. Opting, you can suggest things on Throne, but they obviously still need to be with the partnering vendor. Yeah. In Canada, you can set up a thing with your local post office that allows you to have things sent there without people knowing your address, but also without a post office box. That's interesting, because I don't think you can do that here in the UK. As far as I know, you can't do that. And post office boxes here in the UK are really difficult to get a hold of. You have to have like 3 different forms of ID and have lived in your current address for X number of years, and it's a whole thing. It's almost like a full a full police check just to get a PO box over here, and I'm barely exaggerating. It can be quite difficult. Oh no, does she have bills to pay again? No, she's just got mail. She's got mail. Oh my gosh. What did she got? What does she got? Mersada, you've got mail. OMG. Sorry, I'm super excited. She's never not gotten mail that wasn't a bill before. Does that make sense? What'd she get? Mersada just got a gift in the mail from Alfonso. The note attached to it reads, I was thinking about you and thought you might like this. Call me. What'd we get? It must be in... Hold on. I gotta check it. Family inventory. Sign of the Times. We got a gnome crossing sign. You know what? There we go. Shariah, yeah, you're gonna have to head to bed. You're getting up early to bake for breakfast. Aw, thank you so much for dropping by, Shariah. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful night. Sleep well, and good luck with the meeting on Sunday if I don't see you before. You're too tired to type right now. No worries. Get some rest, my friend. Get some rest. So yeah, we got a gnome crossing sign, and we'll just put the gnome there underneath it. It'll be fine. So cute. Absolutely adorable. There we go. I'm gonna have her view it because, you know, it's nice to view things that people have gifted you. There we go. She's happy. There is one more thing that I want her to do before we do end for the night. And since she that's to do something here, so since it's not raining and since she got all of this wonderful stuff, I want her to go ahead and practice golf, because I have never played golf in The Sims 3 before. Obviously, I've never done it in The Sims 4 either, because you don't have golf in The Sims 4. Can she not? What do you mean you can't because of the shrubs? Oh. Okay, hold on. I know what to do. All right, let's move that over, move that there, and now she should hopefully be able to get in. Okay, back to live mode. Now, can you practice golf? Go here. Okay, obviously she's having problems with the golf. Now can you practice golf? No. Okay. This is what I wanted to check. Because she's obviously having problems with this golf course. So if I put that there, maybe she can get in. I'm thinking this must be the way to get in to the golfing drive. So let's see what happens there. I might need to rotate this way, and we'll see what happens there. Okay, so let's go back in live mode and see if it works now. Can she get in this way? Yes, she can. Hooray! Shaz, all you're finding is wish lists, but that's not what you want. Yeah, you want something that'll allow you to add, to send me something that you choose, not necessarily what I've got on my wish list. There we go.
Ha!
That was the problem, is she couldn't get into the side of the driving range, because that's the entrance. But it is getting her athletic skill up, surprisingly. Part of me is wondering where the golf balls are going as well. Let's see. Do they just go a little ways and then disappear? Let's see what happens. Yeah, they just disappear. They don't actually, like, fly through the air or anything. That's kind of a shame. That's definitely a shame, because I think it would be hilarious if every so often it, like, crashed through a car window or something. Yeah, it arcs up and then disappears right there. It would be so cool if it, like, just crashed into a car window every once in a while. You know, I mean, chaos, right? Definitely chaos. Shaz, closest you found was a care of post office, for instance. Isn't the plant supposed to be inside the fence? Which plant? What, the tree? No, the tree is outside. Everything is outside the fenced area. Augie, in tomorrow's episode, the neighbors come around to complain about broken windows. That would be so cool. I'm not even joking. That would be awesome. Shaz, the plant in the front. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the reminder, Shaz. I honestly don't know if we have room. Because I have put, like, whoops. I have put a lot of stuff in the front, in the garden. But let me see if I can get this plant back here. Because the whole thing, you're right, was originally to there we go. There we go. We can just fit it there. It'll work. What I'm gonna have to do, since this is our outside gym, what we're gonna have to do is like come over here next time and make her a little outdoor vegetable garden spot. Chaz, your ADD kicked in seeing it outside the yard, yeah. So yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do, is I'm gonna have to come over here and make her a little outdoor gardening spot. This was originally supposed to be her outdoor gardening spot, but yeah, it's a bit crowded. But, you know, we can totally do it. We can do it, especially if she gets her, another job thing. Her athletic skill is still horrifying, so it's gonna take a while before her athletic skill gets high enough to be able to get a job promotion. But I think if she gets one more promotion, then that will literally be it. I think that, yeah, Criminal 9. So she's already a supervillain, and the next one is the Emperor of Evil. That's level 10 of the evil branch. So she only has one more promotion before she gets her lifetime wish, which I am definitely going to push her to do tomorrow night. Really hoping and thinking that we should be able to do it. What was that? Ooh, a personal best at a distance of 167 yards. No. Our cat just gave birth. We'd love for you to adopt one. Just stop by when you have a chance. Who is that? Where is she? Who is it? Maxine Stark. Okay, Maxine Stark wants us to adopt one of her kittens. If she gets a wish to adopt a cat, then we'll give it to her. otherwise, no. Okay. But my friends, we are going to have to Where's the exit button? There it is. Why is the UI so different from The Sims 4? Actually, it's more like, why is the Sims 4 UI so different from The Sims 3? I think that's the closer and more, more apt thing, because Sims 3 did come before The Sims 4. Honest. Unless you're talking chronologically, in which case The Sims 4 is like kind of in a weird situation where it's like at the same time as The Sims 3, and also like in the future of The Sims 3, and also like pre Sims 3. Sims 4 is weird. 100%. They just took all of the timeline of Sims 1, 2, and 3 and smooshed them into Sims 4. Um, they really have. It's so weird. But there you go. Shaz, you think the sender just needs my email and not sure you're still reading. Okay. It says that I can retrieve mail packages. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. You're still reading. Cool. Well, if you come up with if it looks like it might work, send me a link over on Discord and I'll look into it, Shaz. But my friends, we are going to have to end the stream for tonight. I do want to say a huge thanks to all of you for being here. Astara, thank you so much for dropping in, and Shariah as well. It was very nice to see you two again. Shaz, Augie, Opting, Rock, all the regulars, everyone who came in and lurked in the background. Thank you all so much. Let us give someone a raid tonight, shall we? I have no idea who all's on right now, but we are going to find out. Who all is on right now? I don't want to raid anyone who's playing Fortnite. I'm thinking the only person who's playing The Sims 4 that I've got on my list is Pigletish. And Shaz, you're not regular. How rude to call you that. McLeod, number one lurker. You are definitely the number one lurker, McLeod. How you doing, McLeod? You are right. Optin, we are all always here, but it is a stretch to call you regular. Augie, regular. You've never been so insulted. Okay. I'll try to come up with something else to call you all. How about weirdos? McLeod, you're doing good. You're just tired. I feel ya. I 100% feel ya there, my friend. Right then, let's see if Pigletish is still online. It looks like she is. You are not you're not rating out, are you, Pigletish? Tell me you're not rating out. Okay. I think she's still playing. Okay. I think she's still playing. Shaz, you call us all Famalama Ding Dong? Huggy Freaks? What, like the cartoon? Oh my god, that's a bit of a blast from the past, isn't it? Okay. Let's see. Raid Pigletish. That's who we're raiding tonight, is Pigletish. If I can find her on. There we are. She is doing a carrot house build for her very veggie legacy challenge. So let's hit her. Let's hit her up and give her our raid. If I can, why isn't this working? No, really. Why is this not letting me raid? Hold on. There we go. There's the button. It's like it wasn't showing me the raid button. I'm like, where is this? Where is this raid button? It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is great. Anyway, my friends, thank you so much for coming around tonight. I really appreciate it. It was loads of fun. Tomorrow we're going to go back to The Sims 3 and we are going to get her, our sim, her lifetime wish. Guaranteed. We might build an actual proper gardening spot so that she can, grow plants again. Anyway, my friends, catch you tomorrow. Bye.